Coming to you from scenic The Basement at ICN Studios in Brooklyn, I am Funny Julius, and this is And Friends with Jefferson.
Woo!
Every other week, Janaea and a new guest.
How you gonna be my guest host and say my name wrong?
Is Jana?
Yeah, we're gonna start this all over again.
Wow, I thought it was you. Told me Janaea.
Jana.
Janaea. You told me Janaea. I've always thought it was Janaea.
Jana.
It's Jana.
Like Dana with a J.
Like Dana with a J. You know what? I'm going to that. I can't wait till we get into the show.
Okay, we're gonna start this over.
Wow. I am embarrassed already. All right, you ready, man?
Here we go again.
In 5, 4, 3. Coming to you from scenic The Basement at ICN Studios in Brooklyn, I'm Funny Julius, and this is And Friends with Jana Jefferson. Wow. I can't believe I said that. Every other week, Jana and a new guest host each time are going to discuss the latest news in pop culture, the industry, life, and much more. Today's guest is none other than the extremely most dedicated, most humblest, most adorablest woman in the world.
That's me, Jana Jefferson.
Woo! So how are you, Miss Jana?
I'm
Jefferson?
good. You know, I was on vacation. It was my birthday yesterday.
Congratulations. How old are you now?
25.
Wow.
Yay! Thank you.
I remember when I was 25.
Yeah, I had to do it big, so I went to.
Excuse me, I am 26. Relax. That was last week.
So we did.
There are young interns in here.
Oh, so. Young interns born in 2000 and
2001.
2001.
That's crazy.
Remember 2000s? I always keep thinking that the 2000s were like 5 years ago, and they were not.
Actually, I keep thinking it was like 10 years ago. And it kind of really,
I always think that the 70s were 30 years ago, and they weren't. The 70s were not 30 years ago.
I know, because when you were in 2000,
yeah,
that's usually
I
what
just
it was,
feel like
right?
we're stuck in 2000. Like
I feel
me
like,
mentally.
Yeah. So how was your birthday?
It was good. I went on a mini vacation to Miami with my friends.
You went to Miami?
I did.
That sounds a little nasty.
It was a lot of fun.
You know when
it was so much.
All right, when women go to Miami,
Listen, it was so much fun. You know, we saw the sights. We went dancing. We got drinks. It was a blast.
How were the men down there?
Oh, you know what's hysterical? Okay, we had this whole thing. We're like, oh, we're the Poppy Patrol because I like me a Spanish guy. So I'm like, oh, we're the Poppy Patrol. We got to find some poppies. There's hella Cubans. There's hella Dominicans down here. So there were no poppies. We didn't see any poppies. All the poppies that we saw were not interested in us.
Ah, because of your skin tone?
No, because they were homosexual. And they clearly we went to this place called the Palace, and it was like, obviously we were going to see lots of gay men there. It was a drag bar.
Okay.
So we went to the Palace, and all these men, they were so chiseled and so handsome, and I'm like, look at all this trade. And then my friend was just
wow, you hilarious.
My friend was like,
look at all this trade.
Funny how we were out here trying to find poppies the entire week, and they're all at the Palace. I'm like, ain't that a blip?
Do you really want to trade?
Ain't that a blip?
Do you really want to trade?
No, but I was just saying, like, wow, like they're so incredibly handsome, these guys, and I'm just like, it's just a shame that, you know, they'll never have an interest in me, but it's fine. Love who you love. I'll just admire your good faces from afar. Like That's basically what that is.
So anyway. Go with the script. So anyway. Each episode, I want to give my mood of the day with a different Beyonce song. And of course, I'd like you to participate too. Of course. Before jumping into the show officially.
Okay. Awesome.
So, do you know how this works?
Yeah, I think I have an idea of how the Beyonce mood of the day
So,
works.
I'm going to give you an example. This is mine.
Okay.
So, my Beyonce mood of the day is ape shit.
Ow!
Look at that.
So why is that your Beyonce mood of the day?
Because I'm actually like excited right now. Like,
oh, okay.
And like I was just stunting this weekend. Actually, it's like not even just for today, but just for like damn near the whole month. Like,
I mean, it's only been 7 days.
That it feels like a long ass time. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yo, I've been doing my shit, man.
That's good.
I mean, shorty. So I think of you like a little sister. So sorry. Like if you hear like yeah, bro, that might slip out.
Hey,
so
bro.
sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like when sometimes like when girls call their guy friends like girl or bitch or like any of that, and
I get that
like,
all the time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like sorry.
So my Beyonce mood is ape shit. Yours is
mine is I think standing on the sun because I'm still in that vacation mood and that vacation mode, so it just brings me back to the islands, sitting on the beach and not caring about anything. So I'm still in that that mindset. I'm still very tired. I did not get enough sleep on this trip. I think I wake up really early, so I feel like I slept maybe like 10 hours, if that, in 3 days.
I want that. I really want that.
10 hours in 3 days?
Yes.
I feel like that's being very generous. I feel like I did not sleep 10 hours.
Because I get like maybe like 3 or 4 hours a day.
I feel like, well, the first night we came back at like 3, and then I woke up at 7. I don't know why. I think it's like my internal clock. Then the second night I got a good amount of sleep. Went to bed at like 1. And then woke up at like 6. So that's like, what, 4, and that's 9. And then the third night, forget it. We cleaned the Airbnb and left as soon as we got back from the club.
I mean,
so
you're
9
on
hours.
vacation.
Okay, 9 hours. That's fine.
You got to enjoy yourself.
Acceptable.
So.
And I had a great time. It was so much fun.
That's good. So listeners, please do remember Jana's created a Spotify playlist for the Beyonce Mood of the Day. So you better search Beyonce Mood of the Day on your Spotify gizmo and follow it. Please follow it. It's so important that you follow it. Each song mentioned by herself and friends to start off the show have been and will be added to this playlist after each episode. That's right. So you can stay up to date on your Beyonce discography or what us Hive members say, the Bible.
Yeah, preach it.
Okay.
Speak it.
All right.
And like I said, listeners, a long time ago, I went to the On the Run tour.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
Well, that's you know what? That's a hot topic.
It is. Oh wow! How did I know? I didn't.
Well, that goes
totally
into the hot topic.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Wow. So I had tickets. No, somebody was going to give me tickets for free, but I had to miss out because I was doing so much stuff that day, and I didn't even know how I'd get out there. Mm-hmm. So I'm extremely jealous of everybody. Now
here's the thing.
Talk to me.
Okay, so this is my 3rd time seeing Beyonce, and when Beyonce performs, she really puts on a show. Of course, one of the greatest entertainers in the world. It's over the top all the time. So then, since she has to share the stage with Jay-Z, obviously. Okay. It's not. You're not gonna get Beachella.
No, you're not.
And I was disappointed because I'm that's my my benchmark now for Beyonce excellence. Okay. So anything below that, I'm just I feel slighted.
Nah, listen.
But nonetheless, she was great. Okay. I do want them to go back to the lab and work on some new dances because I'm getting a little bit tired of seeing some of them. Okay, dang. I'm an honest Beyonce fan. I've said it time and time again, but I think that they can go back and work on a couple more dances. I also did not want to hear the same transition of songs that I heard from the first On the Run tour. They did. Oof. Yeah, they did click right into Diva. And I'm like, you did that in the first tour. Same cadence, same everything, same tone. I was pissed. I was really upset about that. I was like, what? Dang. What? No. And if you were going to do the same thing, why did you put the first On the Run tour on television and have me watch it 5,000 times so I knew the order? So I was a little mad about that. I'm like, they did the same thing. And then she did a lot of the same dances from Beachella. So I was like, oh,
I mean, of course, we were getting, I knew we were getting that.
Money. Oh, but I'll watch that a trillion times.
Everybody has. It's like I think it's the top 10 biggest live moments of all time.
Ever in history.
All time.
So
all time. I mean, that was an amazing day.
Everything to me.
Did you read her Vogue interview?
I did.
What was your favorite part?
when she said that she had a fupa because
everybody
no, but
was
it's
talking
true
about that.
because like I was actually just talking to my friend. My friend didn't know what like fupa stood for, so I told her, and I'm like, everyone's got a fupa,
Yeah.
and like just kind of it's always going to be there. It's kind of hard to get rid of a fupa.
It is?
A little bit. You have to do a lot of you know what? Getting rid of a fupa, I think you need to like cut out certain foods, and I'm not willing to do that. So like I like bread way too much, so I'm not going to stop eating bread.
Okay.
So the fupa is just going to be a part of me until it just goes away.
Okay.
I really like that. I like when she said something about she said something about growth and how like when she was in her 20s she was like she thought that she was like the person that she was supposed to be, and then now that she's 30 she's like, oh no, I look back and I'm like, no, that was not the girl. That was not the girl. And I'm like, oh, that's like really
nice.
Reassuring.
That's real nice. That's real cool. Did you read the part about black art?
Black art. Oh, how like we have to keep making lanes for all these other artists so they have a chance because like that's not fair to everybody else.
That should definitely be our favorite parts because whew.
Being a creative is very tough, and trying to create a lane for yourself when like sometimes I feel like as a black woman, people aren't like paying attention because I'm a black woman. So they're like, oh, you're doing like really good stuff, but because you talk about black shit or because you are black, I'm not going to pay attention to you because I won't relate.
Wait, what?
Have you ever felt that before? Like if you make content and you're just like, I don't know if people of other like races or demographics are going to pay attention to me because of who I am.
You know what? Nah, honestly, no.
Really?
I have never felt that because I apparently make content for
that's good
for everybody.
Sometimes I feel like I try to touch on certain topics within my own community, and then people are just like, oh, I don't want to pay attention to that. But then there are the other people who are like, oh no, like definitely I needed to read it because I needed to see it from like a black perspective to understand it more,
yes,
which is something I enjoy. But I also want to I want to focus on expanding my reach towards other people and other races because like I have like all sorts of friends and all sorts of family. So I want to make sure that like I'm exposing myself not sexually.
You're hilarious. We know this is very PG.
But exposing myself in a way that like I'm reaching as many people as possible with what I'm trying to do with my writing, with my content, with stuff like that.
Okay. So, second topic.
Oh, but I do have to add I'm going back to the concert for
Go
a
ahead.
second. I think that in this instance, because I was so disappointed that I didn't get like a Beachella level from Beyonce, although I really liked when she did Formation and I really liked when she did Don't Hurt Yourself and Sorry.
Okay.
However, I think Jay-Z killed it. And at first I was really not trying to see Jay-Z. Not because like, I'm like, he cheated and I'm mad at her. No, that doesn't bother me. It's just like I was just not interested. He's not as a dancer, I'm just like, I need a performance.
Yeah, he's not a performer. He's not a performer.
He's just
he can like.
He's so calm, but also braggadocious. Yeah. So I'm just like, wow, this is like really cool to see because he's just like standing there, and the whole crowd is like, well, more like half because the whole crowd was not there for him. Like it was clear from the jump that he was like in the minority. But when he did 99 Problems, I lost my mind. I was like, wow, I forgot I knew all of these words. And then when he did Paris, I was like, yes, he did it like twice. Okay. And I was so happy. So like, I think that he's able to command a stage just from standing there, which is like a power within itself. I wasn't expecting to feel that sort of power from Jay-Z. And I think this time around, he did a very good job. But the next time Beyonce goes on tour by herself, I'm going. I'm not going to another Jay-Z Beyonce concert. Yeah. Like, I won't be doing that.
Hope it's like, most rappers aren't really that good live. So I definitely, if I'm a choreographer's point of view, I 100% agree.
Yeah, I was not expecting to enjoy him as much as I actually did. But the show did leave me wanting much more from Beyonce. So the next time she goes on a solo tour, I will be there. No more joint concerts. That's what it is. I'm like, I enjoyed it, but I want her by herself because then I'll be getting my whole life entirely.
I wonder what like the next solo Beyonce album.
I mean, I think she's working on something now. They said there's like a Netflix special coming or something that's like a rumor. She's been filming random videos all over Europe, like when she was there for the tour. So we shall see what happens.
Yeah.
I expect a solo album to drop by the end of the year.
How long has it been since Lemonade?
2016.
2016.
It was April 23rd, 2016.
So
I still have it on my DVR.
I know the trend is it was her by her. It was like just her. Oh no, it was like what was that? Like from a feminism point of view album.
Now I feel like it's gonna be like body positivity.
Yeah, and then you had the
about her fupa.
You had the album the Blue Ivy album.
Oh yeah, that's
and then you had and then you had the Lemonade is Cheating album.
This one is
like what's going on?
I think this one's gonna be just like a love yourself kind of thing because she's out here talking about her fupa. So I really think that it's gonna be like body positivity. Like I love my curves. I'm not yummy all in this too because that's Ciara's thing. But I think that's what we're gonna get from her.
Okay.
I expect it to be like that because she in the article she was talking about how she was like over 200 pounds and she learned to like embrace her thickness when she had the babies. I think that's what we're gonna get from her.
Listen,
I'm very excited.
You gain weight when you're pregnant.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really normal.
Especially with twins. And we saw how big she was.
Yeah.
Her nose was stretched from here to China.
Okay, you're mean.
No, she was so big. And I think she had preeclampsia. So that's like extra big. Poor thing.
Yeah, should be okay.
Pregnancy is scary, man. Oh my God.
Just hearing those words, I'm pregnant, is really.
I remember one of my dance teacher friends when I was a dance teacher, when she was pregnant with her baby, she can't have any more babies. They said it was like a miracle that she even had this one. But she had like gestational diabetes, and I was like, oh my God. Like you just have diabetes when you're pregnant and then it goes away. Like it's wild. Pregnancy is wild. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy I have a penis.
Be glad, because being a woman is so tough sometimes.
I know it is.
Oh my God. Preeclampsia. Oh, sometimes the baby doesn't. Oh my God. We're not talking about this because I'm going to like.
Second hot topic.
Okay, second topic of
All
the
right. Did you know that Ruby Rose will be playing a lesbian superhero Batwoman on
I
the
saw
CW.
that. I saw that today.
How do you feel about this?
I didn't know there was a Batwoman.
It is. It's always like a parallel universe.
Because I remember there was like a Catwoman, and I remember there was a Batgirl, but I don't know who Batwoman is. Does she have like her own little powers?
No, she's.
I mean, Batman doesn't have powers either. He's just rich.
Yeah, she has redhead. She's a redhead.
Ruby Rose is a redhead. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. She's so beautiful.
She is beautiful. Now, how do you feel about her acting?
I've only seen her. I watched one episode of Orange is the New Black with her, with my sister, because she got her wisdom teeth pulled and she was like under the influence of that medication. She's like, "Can you watch Orange is the New Black?" And I'm like, "Sure, anything for you." So I watched that, and she was. I mean, I don't know. She seems very angsty. And then she was in Pitch Perfect 3. I don't know why I saw that movie.
Pitch Perfect 3. She was
in Pitch Perfect 3.
I didn't see number 3.
Oh my God, it was terrible. Don't waste your time. But she was in that. And she was like super angsty. So I only see her as like an angsty woman.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll do a fine job. And it's gonna get renewed before it even starts because she has a huge following because she's beautiful.
She is.
I don't know much about her talent, but I would I assume she's going to do fine in it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just a pretty girl, and that's all I really know about Ruby Rose.
Okay.
She's like fluid, right?
No, I think she might be a lesbian. I think she might be fluid, but I know for sure she likes vagina.
Ooh. She has like very like her features are very like she's like a pretty butch woman. Like she's like rocks that like that shortish boyish haircut, but then she like looks stunning in a dress and is really pretty with all that makeup on.
Do you know what happened to Ray J?
No.
Ray J's hat was appearing to move several times.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
What was it, like editing or something?
Yeah, it was editing. The video editor and the producer did a horrible job. And yeah.
What was that? What was it, Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, it was Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch that because I'm smart.
Oh my gosh. I watched the one with Miami. the Miami one with Amara.
Okay. Oh, her fine ass.
Ooh, she's so beautiful. She's another one. A pretty girl.
I would do things.
She's so pretty.
I would do
And
things.
now, oh my gosh! But the one thing, she's starting to wear like these wigs and like hiding that afro, and I'm like, I want you to have your afro at all times. Like I don't want you to wear your long hair, and I don't want to see you in braids. I want to see you with the afro at all times. I think
she's
it's so
fine.
pretty.
She's
so beautiful.
She's fire.
And she's pretty talented. I like her. She's
like extremely talented. Oh my goodness.
Very Spanish speaking bops.
I want to see her. I want to see her try acting.
I think she would be a great actor, especially if she's got that cute little voice and she's very like timid. Oh, I think she's gonna be great. I think that's a good one. How do we get on tomorrow? We were talking about Ruby Rose.
We went from Ruby Rose because we went from Ruby Rose to Ray J's hat
to Ray J's hat
to Love and Hip Hop to Amara.
But yeah, she's a pretty
Amara's
girl.
like fire. She's
so pretty.
Oh my gosh. But yes. So now we are going to get to the deep interview part.
Okay, I'm ready.
Like this is some
These are deep questions. Am I gonna cry?
I hope not.
Okay.
Oh my god. If
I'm
you
not
cry, I'm gonna feel terrible. If you cry, I'm just gonna like leave.
No, I'm gonna be okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever you throw my way.
All right. So first question. Where are you from?
I am from a small town in central New Jersey. I don't want to give out the name because I still pay my taxes there. But it is it's like 20,000 people. It's a primarily white town. I've mentioned that a couple times on the show. Mm-hmm. It's nothing really to do. I call it a one-horse town because it's like
one-horse town.
What else do we do there besides like ride the one horse from one part of the town to another? Okay. There's like 16 pizza places. I actually had a conversation not too long ago about which is the best pizza place in my town. That's a lot of pizza places. And I think that it is Palumbo's. I think Palumbo's is one of the best for sure. Okay. And then we have this delicious bagel place. I'm not going to shout out the name because then it will give away where I live. Okay. But I was there not too long ago. I got myself an egg everything bagel with bacon, egg, and cheese. Because you love fried food. I sure do. I really do. And it's really, I shouldn't love fried food as much as I do because I do have on both sides of my family, big boned women. And both parts of my family have really bad diabetes. So I should probably I try to be better. Like yesterday I got like a vegan something or other. But for the most part, you give me like a fried food, I'm not going to turn it down. Okay. So I have to be better. I want to make sure that my blood pressure is good. I want to make sure that my sugar is all regulated. But yeah, I'm from a small town in New Jersey. People have been pointing out my accent a lot recently. You have no accent. I don't think I have one. So I'm like, what are you talking about? None. You have none. Zero accent. Thank you. So, who named you Jaina? Who named me? It was my dad. My dad's goddaughter. Her initials are JNA. Okay. So he's like basically her second father. I don't think her father was really present in her life. JNA. Yep, JNA. So my dad, it was my dad's best friend's daughter. And he's like, the dad, I don't think he was in the picture very often. So, and she was really young when she had her. I think she was in college. Okay. So my dad was like, I'll help you. We're best friends. Like that. What are friends for? That's sweet. So basically help the girl grow up. And we still keep in touch to this day. She actually lives in India. She's a school teacher. Wow. Yeah. I think she's coming to visit this weekend, but I won't be available to see her. I haven't seen her literally since I was, I want to say 11. I feel like it's been a very long time. No FaceTime? No, I haven't seen her in a long time. Dang. But we text every so often. Okay. But yeah, her initials were JNA. So my dad's like, that's a good homage. JNA. Jaina. J apostrophe N-A. Gives you a little flair. Jaina. And he wanted it to be like when you look at it and you're like, oh, this could be like any type of girl. Like it's not just like, oh, that's a black girl or oh, that's a French girl or something. So it's just like it leaves a lot of questions. But then you meet me and they're like, oh, yeah, that's a Jaina. That's a Jaina. And then my middle name is Monique. My mom wanted my middle name to be Shazme. Jaina? Oh no. Right? I'm so thankful.
Jana
My dad's like,
Monique.
no, don't. Because I think she said there was a really pretty girl like in her college, and her name was Shazme. And she's like, I thought that was such a beautiful name. She was a beautiful girl. And my dad's like, you thought. So I don't know where Monique came from. I think it's just because it has like a really good flair to it. So yeah, Jana Monique.
Okay, so before your parents' divorce,
Okay.
how was your childhood?
Oh, it was lit. I watched a lot of TV. I I did a lot of fun things. I went outside and I played. I had a good amount of friends because my parents just knew a lot of people, so I had friends from all over.
That's nice.
Yeah, like my mom had a lot of friends from work. My dad had a lot of friends from work. A lot of friends from different like friend groups and associations. So I was always hanging out. And because we lived in such a small white town, I just knew a lot of different people. So like through my family friends, I knew like a lot of white people, a lot of black people, a lot of Spanish people. I was just thinking about this the other day. I don't think I know any Asian friends. I have a couple, but none too close. But I know so many people of so many races, and I think that's been really helpful for me with my development because I just know how to talk to people, and I'm not just like, oh, I don't talk to like this type of person because
I don't talk to the blacks.
I'm not a big fan of the whites. No, I honestly talk to everybody. And growing up, like, I think at first I was a little like hesitant when it came to like my blackness. Now we're getting into the deep stuff.
Whoa, you were hesitant in your blackness.
Yes.
So you felt like you weren't black enough?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whoa.
Growing up in an all-white town, I grew up listening to all kinds of music and watching all kinds of movies and hanging out with all kinds of friends. So then sometimes when I would be in like groups where there were like all kinds of black people, I would be like, do I fit in? And that's a really tough feeling because you're just like, I know like what I look like and I know who I am, but I don't know if like they'll like me because of the things I like, and I don't like the stuff that they like. Like I knew enough about like stereotypically black things because I feel like what we need to know, not only back then and not only today, blackness is not monolithic. There's no one such thing as black. Like there's so many different avenues of being black, and I wish I had known that when I was younger because I was always like I'm like, I don't know how I feel. I always felt like there's a song, I think Childish Gambino sings it. It was like too black for the white kids and too white for the black.
This was off his first album, Camp.
And I literally always felt like that as a kid.
Yeah, I felt like that once.
Like, I remember one time, I think I was in like 7th grade. I think 7th grade was when I was like, hip hop, this is cool.
What changed from 6th to 7th?
I think just being able to open up, and I was in middle school now, and I was like, oh, I can listen to all this kind of music. Like my brother was older than me. I have a half brother, and he listened to a bunch of like stereotypically black music. Like I grew up listening
rap music.
Through him, I listened to Jay-Z. I heard a lot of Nas. I heard a lot of DMX.
Okay.
So when I got to middle school, I was like, ooh, I can listen to this kind of stuff now because like I'm in middle school. So I listened to a lot of Missy. I listened to a lot of Sierra. But I also listened to a lot of Daddy Yankee. I don't know, man.
That's terrible.
But
that's terrible.
That was a weird phase for me.
So Gasolina was your favorite song at one point.
Oh yeah, and Rumpe, woo! You couldn't tell me nothing.
So sad.
But no, Missy Elliott really helped me through my middle school years. But yeah, I always kind of felt out of place, and I think that me being able to listen to hip hop and R&B and having like just that kind of stuff for myself made me get a little bit more in touch with the quote unquote black side of me. Okay. I remember I think it was 6th or 7th grade, someone was like, "Yeah, but you're like not that black though," like that kind of thing.
How did you feel after that?
It hurts because it's just like, what do you mean I'm not that black? Like, so you hang out with, like, what if I was a different type of black person? You wouldn't want to hang out with me? You know what I mean? Like that kind of like, quote unquote, like a stereotypical black person, you wouldn't want to chill with me? Like that kind of thing that kind of bothered me a little bit. But I don't overcompensate because I'm like, this is who I am. This is who I was always supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be anybody other than the person I am today. So like, I just like everything. I like I have so many different interests. So I'm just like, this is who I am, and I'm not going to change.
So did you experience any racism growing in your childhood?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Because you did say it was an all-white town. So,
Yeah.
well, somewhat of an all-white town.
There's two incidents that I remember very strongly. I remember in middle school, I think this was it might have been a misunderstanding, but we were in gym class, we were outside, I think we were playing soccer, and there was a kid, and he said the N-word with the hard R. And I don't know if he said it towards me or if he said it towards another black kid in my class, but either way, why are you referring to someone with the hard R? Yeah. So he got suspended because I was just like, dude, what? So I went and I told the...
What grade was this?
That was 8th grade, I think. Because I was just like, you can't...
So that was before... That was
you know what? He said something. He's like, oh, we're playing against the N-word team. I remember that now. It just like flooded back.
Oh,
and I was just like, what on earth?
He would have died. If he grew up in Brooklyn, he would have died.
He had to have like a sit down with me and like the principal and like the gym
This is your first time hearing a white person say the N-word.
In my presence, yes.
Whew,
like
deep.
Towards either me or someone like who looked like me in the vicinity.
That's deep.
That was 8th grade. Then I remember we went on vacation. I was a senior in high school. I had just graduated. Mm-hmm. We went on vacation. And you know how when you I don't know, this is maybe just like a high school thing, but when you graduate high school and you have the car paint and you paint like, oh, like class of yada yada, like all over your car. I guess I had not closed either my windows or locked one of my doors, but someone went into my car, took the green marker, the green window cling, and wrote "coon" on my window.
Oh shit! You got LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. So we came back. It was right before vacation. So I think me and my mom and my sister went out for ice cream. We came back and that was there, and I'm just like, "Are you kidding?" So we called the cops, and we were just about to go on vacation. So my mom was like, make sure, like, patrol this area because we don't want this to happen again. And those are, like, the only two things that, like, really stuck out for me as a growing up, maturing. Those are, like, the worst incidents of that.
Dang, girl.
And then, of course, like, when you like someone and they don't like you back because you're black.
Wait, time out.
You've never experienced that?
Oh, hell no.
Because, I'm an equal opportunity employer. I like black guys. I like white guys. I like Spanish guys.
You like it all as long as they like you. It don't matter.
Yeah, but, like, there would be, like, say you had, like, a crush on, like, a white girl.
Okay.
You never had that experience where you liked a white girl?
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from old Brooklyn, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So put yourself in my shoes. Central Jersey, predominantly white town. There's not many people to choose from. So,
of course you're gonna get some raw chicken.
So you're just like, oh. So you like a guy and he doesn't look like you, and he doesn't like you because you don't look like him, and that's just real shitty. Wow. I remember my brother had a girlfriend who was white, and the dad told them to break up because my brother was black.
That's a racist ass town. What town in New Jersey is this?
Monmouth County. It's in Monmouth County. I really don't want to say it. I still pay my taxes to it.
Okay.
I don't want to blow my cover.
So like, because this is like very, very interesting.
But it's very close. It's a middle class town. They think they're really something special. Okay. I got my nails done not too long ago in my town, and the women are just very uppity. And I'm like, oh, I hate being here. But I'm trying to move. I want to move to New York or Jersey City.
I know.
Okay. Either by the end of the year or the beginning of next.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like it's a wild town. It's got wild people.
So you've experienced like some brutal racism.
Not brutal. I would say it's like
not brutal, like, oh, I'm going to hang you. But like
no, but it's just like, wow, like that's really effed up that you would say
it's some
that.
Harsh racism, some harsh racism.
Yeah. That kind of, it's rough. I think one of my best friends was dating a kid in like elementary school, like 6th grade. That's like your first boyfriend, first kiss, whatever. Not to me, but I'm sure we'll get to that in a second.
Oh yes. So let's get into it right now. So like, go ahead. Sorry.
But she dated this kid, and I'm pretty sure he was Latino and white, and the family did not want them to be together because of the color of her skin. So like, that's stuff crazy. Like that is just really rough. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Wow, I didn't know we were going this deep. Like, whoosh, whoosh, this is supposed to be a retrospective birthday episode. And I'm out here like, wow, being a therapist. Like complete repressed memories.
Like when I get into my zone, I am a very, very deep conversationalist.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I just love to know about a person. So yeah.
This is
exciting. Growing up, I'm going to assume you've dated many type of men in your childhood. Like before, I'm not talking about college yet. Before college, you've dated or like, you know.
I got no play.
What?
Literally, I had like my first kiss when I was like 13, and then I did not have another kiss till college. Straight up.
Wow.
I did not date. I had no boys come up to me and say like, oh, I want to date. None.
Who did you go to prom with?
I went to both proms alone.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did that hurt you?
I mean, I was an independent bitch from the start.
Oh, God.
But, I mean, a little bit, because it's like everyone's got a date, and then you're like, you're scrummaging to try to find somebody. And I'm just like, damn, I have no one to go with. Like one of my friends, I remember we were like, oh, how about, like we had like a list. We're like, how about this person? I'm like, how about that person? I'm like, I've always been very picky when it comes to guys too. Okay. So that's probably another issue. But no, I got no play. Nope.
So sex wasn't on your mind in high school?
What? I'm not talking about this.
Why not? I mean, you can keep it G-rated.
When you grow up, your pituitary gland,
you get horny.
Expands.
Yeah, you get horny. I'm pretty sure everybody gets horny when you're.
Oh my God.
It's a time of
growth.
Yeah, it's a time of growth and exploring and being adventurous and like your nose is open wide.
Yeah, I mean. Of course, I like thought about that kind of stuff, but I'm like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Okay. It's like it happens at different times for different people. So I'm like, when it happens, it'll be the right person, or so I thought. And
I didn't want to get in that.
Oh my goodness gracious! I'm sweating.
I'm cooled off. We switched places.
I see. You're much more calm.
All right. Well, you know what?
Got no play.
No play. So I'm gonna I know you're sweating. When did you experience dance was a beautiful thing?
Oh wow, this is a great question. I was a competitive gymnast. I was a gymnast from the time I was 5 to the time I was just about to turn 13. Okay. And I competed from when I had just turned 9 to when I had just turned 12. And I hurt my wrist. I had to be maybe 11. I hurt my wrist. I fractured the growth plate in my wrist. You know how hard that is to do? Like the growth plate, obviously I have small features. Yes. But the growth plate is like so small.
So it's I want to say like above your wrist?
It's like here-ish.
So it's like in the middle of your wrist?
Yeah, and it was like the smallest little like split. Like you could hardly see it. I had to go to 2 orthopedists because they couldn't find it. And I'm like, no, I can't put pressure on it. Clearly there's something wrong.
Yeah, clearly, doctor.
So I was out for 3 months and my gym, we had like ballet and jazz technique classes because you don't want to fall and hurt yourself really bad in a skill, and you don't want to like do a skill or do like floor dance or something like when you're doing the floor routines and like look like a mess. Okay. So we had ballet and we had jazz. So I took a jazz class. My teacher's name was Miss Chrissy Innocencio.
All right now. Italian.
Yeah, she was the coolest. And she just had such a passion for dance. And I took a jazz class with her. And I'll never forget. The jazz dance was to You Drive Me Crazy from Britney Spears.
Oh,
that was my first jazz. That was my first like dance I ever learned.
Okay.
And I was like, wow. And I just picked it up really fast. And after I hurt I just was good at dance. Something that just came in like really naturally to me. Not ballet, because as a gymnast, you have like broad shoulders and you just are always like tense.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so jazz for me was really easy, and then I found hip hop when I was 8.
So it was jazz, Then hip hop.
Jazz, ballet, hip hop.
Well, but you didn't like ballet.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but like I had to do it.
Okay. So it's jazz, ballet, hip hop.
Yes.
How did you enjoy hip hop?
Oh, hip hop was amazing.
What age?
It was 8. I was 8 years old. We
So
did a
you
dance to Sean Paul's "Get Busy."
Oh, that's not even hip hop. Wow, they taught
We
you
were in
wrong.
8th grade.
So sad.
We were 8 years old.
So sad. It was so sad.
And like I
That's
said,
so sad.
predominantly white.
Italian.
But we did a dance to
Italians.
that, and I was like, "This is so much fun." So when I flash forward to when I'm 11, I hurt my wrist. All I could do really was beam, which I hated and was bad at, and dance. So every time I would be like in the gym when I wasn't hurt, I would be getting screamed at. I would get kicked out of the gym. My coaches were hella verbally and emotionally abusive. They don't tell you about that in gymnastics.
I think everyone is. Like all the coaches are.
Oh, they're terrible. They're literally terrible. I'm pretty sure. I think Lori Hernandez apparently is like suing her coach or something
Holy
for
shit.
like emotional distress, and she got an Olympic medal. Isn't that wild?
So your dream was to go to the Olympics.
I think my dream was to get a scholarship.
Okay.
And I knew I was not going to do it because I hated it so much. Okay. So the only time I felt calm in the gym was when we went up to dance for that hour and a half and did ballet and or jazz. I was like, wow, this is my element. I'm not stressed. No one's screaming at me. I'm good at it. And no one's yelling at me because I'm the best at this in this gym. So finally, after trying to quit the sport 3 times, I was finally like, Mom, I'm quitting the sport. I was like just about to turn 13. I'm like, I'm quitting the sport because I am not a gymnast. I'm a dancer. I'm like, I'm better
She let you quit?
Finally, right? Honestly, finally.
Why
I had to beg my mom to quit. I tried to quit twice before.
Girl, I pay all that money.
That's what it is.
You gonna dance.
The second time I tried to quit gymnastics, my mom threw a shoe at me in the
That's not bad.
She threw a shoe at me.
As a black mother, that's not bad.
It's not bad. She was so mad at me. And I was like, no, Mom, I swear. Like, I hate this sport. Why can't you just hear me out? And she's like, no, it's a lot of money. So finally one day, we even tried to switch gyms. And I was still like, I still hate it here. Like, I just hate the sport. Nothing I do is going to make me like doing gymnastics. I miss it sometimes, but dance was just so much. Okay. I just felt so calm and I felt at ease and I didn't have to try to be something I wasn't, because like I said, I was definitely like not a gymnast anymore. I'm like, this is just not for me. They burned me out. They emotionally destroyed me, and I was like, nah, it's not worth it.
Do you actually like participate in choreography? Meaning like, you know, you give choreography?
Oh yes, I was a dance teacher for 2 years while I was freelancing. Okay. I was thinking about teaching a class not too long ago, earlier this summer, but I just did not have the time. I would like to teach more classes though. My sister and I made up a dance not too long ago, just for fun. That was nice.
Okay, question.
Yes.
You said that you would, you love dancing and you love being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
This is a 2-part question.
Oh, geez.
Now, what I say this in the G-rated version. What would you be down to do in front of the camera? G-rated. G-rated. No, don't do that. What would you be down to do in front of the camera? Meaning, like, you know, acting or like giving out news or being a correspondent. And would you rather that over dance, or would you rather dance over that?
Oh, that's a good.
So you can answer the first part.
Okay, the first part. I would love to be some sort of correspondent, or I would like to moderate. I don't know if I want to be like in front of the camera anymore, because I remember when I was like 10, we were in New York. My mom used to work at the probation office on Pearl Street. Okay. And she had like a court case. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to sit in and watch the court case. So we walked past someone who was corresponding the news, just like hard news. And I just like stared at her and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do that so bad. Like I always wanted to be like the people who are like, oh, it's windy here and I'm about to blow away.
You are hilarious.
I really like that kind of stuff.
Like the Al Roker?
I loved the Today Show. I loved Katie Couric. I loved Meredith Vieira. I really liked Anderson Cooper. I used to watch like just old, like I used to watch like Pix 11, ABC.
Yo, I loved it.
I would watch the news. Like, what sort of 4th grader watches the news?
I would wake up every day at 5
and just watch the news, right? I loved the news, and I was like, I want to do that one day. But then I'm like, oh, like journalism. Obviously, I studied it. I have the ability to maybe one day do that. So maybe when I'm older, maybe like 30s or 40s,
Okay.
I'll go back and do some hard news. I do every so often still write about hard news and hard topics and stuff that people don't like to talk about, which is
you
fun.
do?
I do like to do that kind of
Uh-huh.
stuff. So I'm glad I'm still exercising my actual journalism degree. But in terms of in front of the camera stuff, I'm not really that sure anymore. I like behind the scenes, but I also kind of like, I think it would be cool to be like in the content as well. Like kind of doing this, but like say it was recorded. Like videotape. Like that would be
I'm
cool.
gonna get into that as well because you had said that you would want to be a comedy writer.
Where are you getting this information?
I have Google and.
Oh my God, how weird.
I do this with all my friends.
Oh my God. I was going to say, I'm like, you know Nardwar, how he like finds
Nardwar,
out. Yeah, he like gets all this information. I'm like, where are you finding these out?
It's it's all like all my information is all out on the internet. So. Yeah.
Oh, but to answer the second part of the question, I would prefer to be doing what I'm doing now instead of dancing because the dance world is very cutthroat, tough, and it's not that I'm not built for it. It's just like people are so competitive, and I already did competitive sport, and I don't want to do it again.
Okay.
Yes.
So you said you wanted to be a comedy writer.
At one point, yes.
At one point, what TV show would you be? Or could you see yourself writing for?
Saturday Night Live. That was the dream.
That's good. That's
for
nice.
like 4 years. I think I started religiously watching SNL when I was like 14.
Favorite SNL skit? Go.
That's a toughie. Okay. In all of the years that I've watched SNL, what is my favorite skit? Damn. Ooh, you know what? It's probably Buckwheat. Eddie Murphy's Buckwheat.
Racist, but okay.
Or Mr. Anything with Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy's just like
Eddie Murphy
the
was
best thing.
really funny.
It's
So that's your favorite
Mr.
SNL
Robinson's Neighborhood, Buckwheat. Out of the newer skits, I was always a really big fan of. I really like the one with Chris Farley where he was in Chippendales. And we would do Matt Foley, motivational speaker. Chris Farley was cool. Man, a talent lost too soon.
Facts, though. He was extremely funny.
Rosanna Dana, I was a big fan of. Okay. All those kind of skits.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that
I always wanted to write for SNL.
So your favorite...
You know what the dream would be, though? I know it's never gonna happen,
what?
but like
it could happen.
But it could.
But
I'm putting it out in the universe. They've never had an actual journalist do Weekend Update.
I love Weekend Update. That's my favorite one of all time.
I would be the first like real journalist Weekend Update person.
Okay.
Because 1, I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
2, I have experienced comedy writing.
You do?
Like Lauren, come on. Like how lit would that be?
So you
and I would be the first Black female Weekend Update.
You know it can happen actually. That's actually
that's like you know you always have like random weird unattainable goals that you want. Mm-hmm. That's like mine. I want to be.
But that's attainable.
But it's like still attainable at the same time.
Exactly.
Like it's just like oh God.
You can actually do it.
I have to, and I'm still trying to get tickets to SNL so I could be like, hey Lauren, what's up, and then see what happens.
So you said you've written for a comedy special or a comedy show before?
In college we had different we had our own little SNL. So I wrote for all 3 of them when I was at school.
Which is Rider University.
Right? Oh my God, you're so weird. Yes, I went to Rider University. So we did Live from Lawrenceville.
From Lawrenceville. I like that. That's fire.
So I did, I think 4 skits in the first show, 3 in the second, I think 1 in the third because it was my senior year. So I'm like, I don't have the time. I definitely did have the time. I was just but that was my first taste of comedy writing. Then we had a sketch comedy show at our TV studio. Okay. So I wrote and anchored that. That was kind of the Weekend Update idea in my head because I did anchor that Weekend Update and wrote the jokes for it.
Wow. I would have never guessed that you would be into comedy writing.
Oh, I love comedy. I love stand-up specials. And then I was an intern at collegehumor.com.
Oh, I know.
And I was the first Black woman to
wow.
intern. And now they don't have interns at all.
Oh.
So my class was
I said, we're not going to do more Black people.
It was my class apparently was really strong, and then they had another class after us, but they weren't as awesome, and now they don't have interns at all.
We're not giving
if
the
it's
Blacks
not Jane,
a try.
I don't want it. So yeah, that was a kind of milestone in my comedy writing career. But in the middle of that, I was like, hey, I really miss journalism, and I really miss being like doing writing and getting into the meaty stuff. So in the middle, I went back to that. So I was really nervous that because all the stuff that was on my resume was comedy writing stuff, and I hadn't written in so long. I had a blog for a little bit, and then I stopped writing on that. It got some hits, though.
I know.
And that was, what? What was it called? Do you know?
Shoot, I got to go back into my notes.
Go back into my notes. But I would do like artist profiles and reviews and stuff like that. So giving myself a little taste of what it was like to actually be like a music journalist.
Okay, wow, so that's like really amazing.
It was called Jib Jabble.
Oh crap! I didn't. Yes, it was Jib Jabble.
Had it? Oh my god!
Yes.
So creepy.
Yes, it was.
So
it
creepy.
was called Jib Jabble. Yes.
Yeah, it was Jib Jabble. I think it was like a sophomore in college. I got a good amount of hits. I interviewed a lot of cool people, like local musicians. I did like write ups on like artists you should know. So like, I did like Iggy Azalea. I did an artist you should know write up on Iggy Azalea. I remember that distinctly because Ignorant Art had just come out, so I'm like, oh, I have to have some correlation, so let's do it when Ignorant Art comes out. I really do. I feel bad for Iggy Azalea.
I don't.
No, I think she's very ignorant.
She's a good model now. It's okay.
I was actually talking about that the other day. Like, stick to what you know. You're a very pretty girl.
Facts.
But yeah, I did Jib Jabble. When I was about to do I was looking for internships in the music journalism sector. Vibe. Yeah, and I was really nervous because I had not enough. But luckily, my
Vibe?
I had not enough stuff on my resume. I just had this blog.
I mean, that's you're an intern. You're supposed to learn. You're not supposed to have anything.
That's true, but I had literally nothing.
That's what you're supposed to have, and
whatever,
not literally
dog.
nothing.
I
don't get that with people.
So I did that, and I went in for that interview, and I was on the train coming back home, and I got an email, and they're like, "Hey, we want you." I'm like,
"Okay,
fire. I'll be in on Tuesday." And here we are today.
Yeah, summer 2015.
That was summer of 2015, September 12th. Did you find that in my tweets?
Not September 12th. But definitely 2015.
Yeah.
That was actually on my list of, how
are you finding this information?
Internet.
God. I need to start like keeping like a footprint, like an internet footprint. I'm really concerned.
You should. So,
what's on the net?
You went to Rider University.
I did.
This is like, there are levels in your life where things affect your future. Mm-hmm. Your childhood, is the beginning. It's the foundation of your adulthood. Mm-hmm. You went to middle school. You tasted the racist aroma.
Yeah.
Right?
You smell that?
Right,
it smells like racism up in here. You smell it?
And then you got to high school. That's when you were just learning about yourself and empowering yourself and stuff. So when you went to Rider University, what was that stage of your life called?
Oh, geez. Maybe I think the stage when I went to college, that was like...
In a Beyonce song, go.
Oh, God. Start over. I feel like with college, I feel like I was, especially freshman year, I feel like I wasn't being my full self. I was concealing a part of who I actually was. Yeah, right? I was just so nervous because I had never been away from home like that.
And where's Rider University?
It's in Trenton.
So that's literally like a couple of exits away. Mm-hmm. And you were just nervous?
I was really nervous. I wasn't sheltered by any means at all.
You just never been out.
But I was just like, I've never been out. So I'm just like, oh boy, like now I'm on my own and I have to remake friends and do this and do that. And freshman year, I was like concealing parts of myself. Like I was like, oh, I know I'm a good writer, but I'll just like not be on the newspaper yet. I know I'm a good dancer, but I won't try out for the dance team yet.
Why is that? What's wrong?
I don't know. I think I was just really, really anxious and I was just trying to be like, I don't know if I'll not only if I will like it, but if people will like me. I don't know. I was always so concerned about what other people thought about me in high school and college, like the first year of college. When it came to the second year, I was like, oh no, we're going to turn this around because I need things to get better. So I joined the newspaper. I worked at the TV studio. I did the dance ensemble and I choreographed and I met so many different fun people and people who had interests in the same things that I did, and there were a couple of people that I was friends with freshman year. They had either had to withdraw because our school was expensive and they couldn't pay for it, or they just transferred. And I'm like, wow, now I can really start over. And like, I met new friends, and I had a boyfriend.
So you had your first boyfriend in college?
Yes, that was my first serious boyfriend.
How was that relationship? And how long did it last, and how was that relationship?
It lasted for 4 years.
Whoa, damn, that's a marriage.
It very well could have been 2.
Did he? Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry, I want to know the gritty.
I personally don't like to baby people, and I don't do one-sided things. And around year 2, it started to be very one-sided, and it started to be me like trying to carry him to the finish line. Like, you've got this, like trying to be motivational, but
you was better than him.
But there's
that voice is yes.
There's a certain part of you that's like, I'm doing everything that I possibly can to help you. And if you're not going to take that, and you're not going to be happy regardless, then my work here is done.
So he was a bum, and he was poor.
He's not a bum. I wish him the best.
You know what? I'm not saying financially poor. He was spiritually poor.
I suppose you can say that.
Yeah, he was a poor guy. He was poor. A poor bum.
And then there's more, but I don't want to get into that just
He cheated.
I don't want to get into
he cheated.
anything.
It's all right. So, like, how did you recover from that relationship? Because that's 4 years of your life now. And I know, at first he's like, I wasted 4 years. But I know a fact, you realized it was a lesson, correct?
It sure was a lesson. They say that you have 3 loves in your life. I forget the order, so I'm going to look it up right now.
You are hilarious. That is the 3 big ones, and I got that from A Bronx Tale.
3 loves.
Yeah, when you always have three of the big ones, the great ones.
They say we have 3 loves in our life. This is from the Odyssey.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can really trust it, because it was just some random person who wrote it.
She said the Odyssey.
Sorry. Our first love is said to happen while we're young. High school type love.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yes, because I had someone who I had a crush on for a very long time, and he took my friend instead.
That wasn't that one.
No, sure wasn't. Our second love is said to be our hard love. That's true, because it took me like a year and some change to get over this kid.
The 4-year hump.
Yes.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So like I was very, very upset though, and depressed, because I was like, I did everything I could and it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I did what I could.
Very detrimental to your mental health.
It sure was. Oh my God. 2017 was a wreck. I was a wreck.
Wait, girl, that's last year.
Yeah, it happened last May. We broke up.
Wait.
I was together from 2013 to 2017.
You held it down for real.
I did my best.
Didn't we meet like last year?
We did meet last year. November 2017. Was it November?
Yeah, it probably
either
was
November or October.
There. Wow, you really held it down.
Yeah, I honestly tried my best, but you know what? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It was a lot of lessons, and we did have some good times, but now I'm dating again.
Oh, so you're dating someone currently? In this climate?
In Trump's America?
Right?
And they said the third love is the one you don't see coming.
That's very true.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm just dating. I'm having fun. And yeah.
You know what? It's funny how the hard love came. Like, I had hard loves though. Mm-hmm. Like, when I love, you better be fucking ready.
Honestly, I feel like I love very, very hard. So then when people don't reciprocate, this is not only just like in a romantic sense. I love my friends way more than they love me.
Yes. We will literally do anything for our friends.
I love my friends.
So once you
Kris Jenner made a song called I Love My Friends in like the 80s.
Yeah.
And I think about that all the time, because I'm like, I love my friends so much, and I love very hard. I love very deeply. So when I don't get that same sort of love or that same sort of reciprocation when it comes to love, not just love, but like admiration, affection, effort, all that jazz, I'm like, what on earth am I doing with all these people?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So this new guy or woman.
Oh my God.
It's 2018. You gotta put both. So this new guy or girl, this how are they at the moment? How are y'all at the moment? Excuse me.
We cool.
And how is that person at the moment? Because it's a difference between.
I mean, there's no I don't know. We're just dating. Like we hang out sometimes. We talk on the phone, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm very, very. I can get very messy. I hate drama, but no, actually, I love drama, but I can definitely get very messy. I'm just dating and I'm having fun and meeting new people.
So you're dating other people as well?
No.
So you can only date one person at a time?
Me, yeah, because it gets really messy, I feel. Like, and for me, like I said, I'm very picky. So my interest isn't held very easily with people who don't know how to hold it. So, like, say I was on Bumble. So you're talking to all these people at once.
What's Bumble?
Bumble's when the girl can talk to the guy and initiate conversation first.
I gotta download that app. Go ahead.
But say like you. Open
is it good? Like, do you get hit up? Like, do you, like
Well, you have to
like
still swipe left and right.
Is it I'm trying to find love app, or is it what's good?
It's not Tinder. So you might find a relationship on there. Do you want a relationship?
You know what? I can finesse it. Keep going. Go on.
So yeah, you swipe left, swipe right, and then you get to initiate the conversation.
Okay.
So, so I've been talking to people. And sometimes they wouldn't hit me back for like a while. And then when they did hit me back, they'd be like, hey. I'm like, I can't. No.
Yeah,
no. I am 25 years old. And that's weird to say because it just happened yesterday. But it's like, I'm 25 years old.
Like it's old. Relax.
It just sounds gross because I'm like not used to this. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, 25 is so old. Now I'm 25. I'm like, nope, that's not very old.
Here you
but
go.
Anyway, I'm 25 years old. And I don't have time for, hey, what's up? Sup, like no. If you don't know how to hold a conversation, I do not want to talk to you.
She is right.
And men don't know how to hold conversations. So I'm just like, this is why I constantly delete the Bumble app because I'm just like, I just cannot. I need a break from just the immaturity. I need someone mature. I need someone who knows how to hold conversations.
Okay, well we gonna.
And seems like they're interested in holding a conversation.
I'm gonna let y'all know how Bumble is when I get up on this thing here right now.
Bumble.
So, what was the best time at Rider University?
Oh, maybe being on the dance team.
Oh, wow. So you got back into dance.
Yes. So I joined the dance ensemble, which ended up being like a mess because it was, politics, government. Student-run government is just not it shouldn't be a thing. But then I joined the dance team, and that was like my calling. I joined it when I was a junior. I met one of my best friends in the entire world.
That is so nice.
Via the dance team. Shout out to JoJo. She runs the Ann Friends Instagram account.
Oh, what up, JoJo?
Hey, JoJo.
What up?
So yeah, met some of my best friends.
Okay.
Danced a lot. I was able to choreograph because I love having creative control and creative freedom. And we danced at all the basketball games. We danced at the 76ers game.
So you danced at a 76ers
I did.
game?
I danced at a 76ers game and a Nets game.
That is very
Well, a Nets game when I was like younger. I was like 13 when I did that.
At a Nets game. Okay, that's weird, but okay.
Fun fact, almost danced for the Nets in real life. I auditioned for the Brooklyn Nets in 2015.
And how did you enjoy that experience?
I got all the way to the end. It was very tiring. It was really cool though, because I'm like, wow, I never thought, because I was a late bloomer when it came to dance. So when I actually like got to the end, like to the part where they're just like, here's the team and it's not you kind of thing. I was like, wow, like I did it. That's like so many people don't do that.
Yeah.
So that was lit. I'm sorry, I hate that word. It was awesome.
Why do you hate the word lit?
It's overused.
Okay.
I don't like mainstream things.
You know what? I was about to be mad, but I'm not mad at you anymore.
I don't like mainstream things. But yeah, I got all the way to the end of that. And then it was great. But then I got home and I ate a cheeseburger because I had gotten so ripped because I wanted to be like, you had to have a certain like body type.
Right.
So then I went home and I ate and ate and ate. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, almost was a Brooklynette.
Okay, so I have my notes in here just to wrap up some, your love life.
Oh, God.
Do you believe in love? Yes or no?
Do I believe in love?
Yes or no?
Yeah. I'm a hopeless romantic.
Really?
Yeah. Like I feel like everything should be a Disney movie, but I know that's not how it works.
Okay, so you haven't been in love?
I think I've been in love. I don't know about the person who I was with.
So you have been in love, but you're not sure that if you was in love with the person that you were in love.
I don't think the person who I was in love with was in love with me.
Okay, wow, that's deep. So this is gonna get like, we're gonna switch over to something very personal now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Engineer, make sure you have the tissue box ready.
Oh God. No, I'm gonna keep it together.
All right. I asked you this.
I know what's coming too, but just go for it.
Okay. Now, it was in your life. We go through deaths.
Yes.
You did have a death in the family.
Yes.
Your mom had died.
Yes.
What age did your mom die?
She was 54. I had just turned 20. It was 2 weeks after I turned 20.
Okay.
So it'll be 5 years on the 22nd.
Okay. So what did your mom? How did your mom die?
She had metastatic colon cancer. So basically, it's like starts in the colon and just spreads to all sorts of places. So she had it in her lungs. She had it in her stomach. She had it in something called an omentum, which is like somewhere else in the stomach. I think that was the stomach part. But ultimately, what killed her was something called pleural effusions. I don't know if you've ever seen what's it called, The Fault in Our Stars.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's what the girl had. How she had like the breathing tubes, but like my mom went to the hospital once in July, and then ultimately in August, like 2 days. It'll be 5 years ago tomorrow was like the last time she went to the hospital because she was there for 2 weeks, and she had pleural effusions. So basically, it's like all these gunk bubbles in your lungs that prevent you from breathing. So she couldn't breathe without the tubes.
All right. So, and how many siblings do you have?
I have a full sister and a half brother.
And you had to take care of your sister during that time?
Yeah, my grandpa came. Shout out to Pop. My Pop was awesome.
What up, Pop?
Yeah. So my Pop came to kept us safe.
Okay.
Because as I said, my parents were divorced, and divorces affect the kids most.
Yeah.
And my dad does know this. We all had sort of like a tumultuous path and patch in the middle. So, oh my gosh, my sister and my dad are exactly the same. So when they clash and they have little toughs and tiffs and stuff, it's like
it
goes on forever.
It's World War III.
They hold grudges sometimes. So when my mom was sick, I think she didn't divulge in what they talked about, my mom and my dad, but I think she was basically just like, you gotta be there for them. Like you can't just like show up whenever. You gotta be there for them all the time now.
Okay.
Because you're all they have. But my pop lived in North Carolina. He came up and lived with my sister in our hometown so she can finish high school in the hometown without having to move. So shout out to Pop.
Big. That's huge.
I was at college. Literally the day my mom passed away, I called my financial aid office and I was like, let's figure out how to do this because I'm not quitting school. I came too far.
Time out.
So I had I went through
Time
school.
out.
Okay.
That's like real big, I hope you know. So you mean to tell me, you seen your mom go through the stuff, like it was extremely emotional on you, I already know. And you had the ability to say, you know what, I'm not going to let this affect my future because this is what I have to do what my mom would be proud
Oh,
of.
yeah. And she prepared us for it.
Wow.
Literally, Julius, the week before my mom passed. She told us on a Thursday, and then she passed away on a Thursday. She told us Thursday, I think it was the 15th, if that's 7 days. She's like, I'm not going to make it. So, like, my sister was, like, bawling. My sister was 16. So she's bawling, and I'm just like, we have to stay strong. Like, I obviously was crying, too, but I was just like, we're going to be okay. So the day that my mom passed, you just felt it. You just felt it. And I went into the hospital room and she was just like not doing well. So I just like kissed her on the forehead. I'm like, I got this.
That is so special. That is so beautiful. Like it feels like
Are you gonna cry?
No.
Okay, good.
It sounds like, you know, an Oscar or winning movie.
Well, this is real life.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, I went in the
wow.
I went in the room. I kissed her forehead. I'm like, I've got this. I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. My sister didn't want to go in there. I don't blame her.
Mm-hmm.
So then maybe like 10 minutes later, she passed. It started pouring rain. I'm just like, oh,
You're
she made
lying.
it. I'm
serious?
dead ass. It started pouring rain. It was me. Two of my uncles.
That's
one of my uncles
wow.
there. Just one uncle was there. One of my mom's best friends who actually lived down the street from us in our hometown. I almost said the name. I don't want to blow my cover.
Damn it.
She was there. Literally. Oh, and at the time, this is the nicest thing anyone ever did for me. The boyfriend that I was with for the 4 years, he lived in South Jersey. He drove up. He just got back from like vacation with his family, and he drove up just to be with me and my family when my mom passed.
I mean, you're supposed to do that.
That's like the nicest thing though anyone's ever done for me.
Really?
Straight up.
I would have came from
like
Brooklyn.
Selfless as hell.
I would have came from Brooklyn.
But it was different. But like, I thought it was really
That's
cool.
a beautiful death. That's like a real beautiful death. No, that
Jumping
like
out
just
the
could you
window.
just imagine like, you know, just
the rain just came.
rain,
It was
the rain
wild.
just coming.
I'm like,
It's
well, I
really
guess she
beautiful.
made it
Beautiful.
because she just gave them hell up there.
Wow.
As soon as it happened. So yeah, we were going through all her stuff. Like she had told us where all like her will was, where all this stuff was. She told us exactly what she wanted. We went to the funeral home later that day. And I called my financial aid advisor and I was like, listen, my mom died like an hour ago and I want to go to school. I'm doing this by myself and I need your help. So now that I know how to deal with going to school by myself, I'm helping my sister.
Okay.
So I kept all the paperwork. I'm helping her with all that stuff. It is a wang dang doodle, but I know how to help her.
You literally had to become a woman. Like you.
Oh yeah, I just turned 20. I'm just like, well, let's go.
Like
it's a woman time.
I don't like for a young woman, you know, just a young person, period. We grow, we become an adult, like, you know, probably now, maybe now,
yeah.
you know, I'm going to say maybe now, but like at that moment right there, you really had to like be an adult and you made the adult decisions even as like a young, you know.
It was very, very scary
That's
at
amazing.
first, but I was like, I did it. So when people have like questions about houses and health insurance and money and stuff, I'm always there to help because I know how to do that because I've been doing it since I was 20.
How did you heal after the death?
Ooh, the first month I was a wreck. I cried every day in my bathroom at school, but I didn't go out like part like I'm gonna drink the pain away. I've never been that kind of girl. Never. Okay. I don't even really drink like that. Like I'm a casual drinker.
Well, don't hang out with me.
Oh Jesus. So I think dance helped me a lot. I think writing helped me a lot. I think being surrounded by friends helped me a lot.
Dance is a reoccurring.
It's so therapeutic.
Dance is a reoccurring thing here.
I went home a lot. I went to visit my sister a lot, hang out with my pop, make sure that they're okay. Because, oh my gosh, could you imagine the culture clash being a 70-something-year-old Jamaican man trying to take care of a 16-year-old in 2013? Do you know how rough that probably was on him? So shout out to Pop. He's just the best. Okay. So, yeah, that's how I healed. Just trying to make sure that I was okay mentally and emotionally, making sure my sister was good. And everyone who helped us during that time, thank you. I don't know who listens to this show who helped us, but like you're the best. And that was really, really awesome. Wow. And thank you for all the pasta that you gave us because people kept giving us food, like trays of food. We didn't cook for like months. We had a giant like space, like a storage freezer. Okay. We just kept putting all the food in there.
So
we had so much pasta.
Was it like from the Italians?
We had so much. My town it's full of Italians, so we had a lot of pastas. But then we had a lot of black friends who did give us lots of. You know what? I'm not even going.
I can't slander it because
pasta never goes bad.
Listen, I will not slander. If you're an Italian and if you're a racist, I want your food.
Because you know they put their foot in it.
Yes, they.
You know.
Oh, I just hate these blackers. Oh. That's the G-rated version.
Yes, they put it right in it. Yeah, oh my God. But yeah, everyone was so helpful. I have
beautiful.
so many family members now.
That's beautiful.
Like because of that.
I was like that. I like that.
It was awesome.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's like the part I was like really nervous about. Because...
No. Like I feel like I've gotten to the point now where I'm like fine to talk about it, and it doesn't hurt me as much. If you had talked about it like it would be 5 years the 22nd, so I'm sure like the 22nd I'll probably not be able to talk about it.
Okay.
I'll probably like, when's the 22nd?
The 22nd is...
Oh, it's a Wednesday. Okay.
Oh, Wednesday.
Maybe I'll like not go into the office that day and just work from home.
Yeah, do that.
I went out to get lunch with my godmother last time, so I'll probably do that again. See if she's available.
Okay, a lot of people... what's your outlook on death?
On death?
Yes.
I think it's meant to be. We have no choice but to die. It doesn't scare me as much as it used to.
Okay.
Because like I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I lived it. It's definitely not as scary as I think people let. When it's someone very, very close to you, obviously it's scary. But now I know how to deal with it.
Okay.
And I know how to help others. One of my cousins passed away from lupus. And that hurt. That hurt a lot because she was so young. But I was able to help my uncle get through it because, I mean, like, it's your daughter. Like, you lost your sister, you lost your daughter, you lost your mom a couple years before my grandma died from really bad diabetes. So, like, I was able to, like, just be there and console. I'm really good at consoling people, and I'm really good at being both sympathetic and empathetic when it comes to certain situations.
Okay.
And I know how to help people through those bad things. So, like, God forbid, whenever, like, my friends' parents die, I'll know how to help them cope with certain things.
I don't think
no one's ever ready for it, but there's different preparations you can take to make sure you can deal with it in a healthy way.
I hope nobody around me or connected to me dies.
Knock on wood.
Or, no, I really hope because, like, I'm really...
You're bad with death?
Oh, I'm beautiful with death. Like, what? I'm a rock star. I'm like the...
I'm the death god.
Yeah.
Just dabbed.
Yeah. I don't know why you dabbed, but yeah.
Remember the dab? That died. How did you cope with the death of the dab?
I love the death of the dab. And I hope the death of a lot of things start. The death of R. Kelly definitely needs to happen.
Oh, that needs to go. We need that death,
the death of R.
very
Kelly
quickly,
needs to happen.
Immediately. Oh,
I don't care.
That's going to be the best death.
But yeah, I hope not. Like, the way I handle death is, oh, you died. Oh, boom, you had a good life.
Oh, yeah.
What's next? What's for dinner?
I feel like
I know I'm cold.
I'm not religious in any way, but I think that.
Oh, you're an atheist.
Oh, I'm not an atheist. I think I'm more agnostic.
Dumb it down for a dumb person.
Agnostic is like you feel like there's something going on, but you're not entirely sure, and you don't practice anything.
Okay.
So that's like I think I'm more spiritual than anything. Like I definitely believe in spirits and stuff. I believe in I don't believe in reincarnation. I think that's kind of ridiculous. I'm sorry. I think it's but I do maybe I kind of do believe in reincarnation. Not as like I don't know. Maybe a little bit aspects of certain things, but I think I'm more spiritual than anything. I do feel certain things, and I totally do think that astrology is a real thing too.
Okay. Actually, I believe in astrology with the signs. I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I used to be like, I'm just an animal. Or I'm a scorpion. I was just that.
But it makes so much sense when you think about
sense.
it. You're like, wow. Especially when you get into like the moon signs and the rising signs. That's like, whoa. That is you. For sure.
I actually learned more about myself when I started believing in it. I'm a Scorpio. So it's like I'm a male Scorpio, so I have emotions like relax. I'm a male Scorpio, so I have emotions like a woman, and that's something I just have to live with for my entire life. That's just who I am. So you are a Virgo.
No, Leo.
Leo, you're a Leo.
Arr!
So what is a Leo?
Let's do the positive traits first, because there's a lot of negativity that comes with being Leo.
Oh, damn.
I know. It's more stereotypical. But Leos are confident.
They are. You are very confident.
Very prideful. I am very prideful. We thrive on being the center of attention.
Really?
I think I'm a little bit more like under the scenes kind of Leo, because like I have a theory that July Leos have no self-awareness, so they're like the most Leos you'll ever see. Like they're just like braggarts. They brag all the time, and they don't know that they're being cocky, and they don't know how they come off to others. So they're gonna be the stereotypical Leo traits and think that that's just fine. And that's not how it works. You have to possess self-awareness in this world.
Right.
And I don't think July Leos possess that.
You don't think July Leos
Possess any self-awareness.
Okay.
So the August Leos are really where it's at.
All right.
Shout out to all my August Leos. But yeah, but the negative traits of being a Leo, the stereotypically negative traits, we are big-headed, we're full of ourselves, we think we're better than everybody else, we're boastful. But I think because of my Pisces moon, I'm able to tone that down because I'm very emotional.
Well, listeners, or
whoever's listening, this is some tea on dating a Leo. Oh, geez. Here we go.
So, this is from Mystic X Lipstick. Danielle, I love you so much, so I gotta put it out there. So, Leo, they say Leos probably love themselves more than anyone else could. There's a level of delusion that goes into their self-image. Leo is always redeveloping their persona. They're obsessed with how they present themselves to the public.
I sadly think that's true, though.
Leos care about where you're coming from and your concerns, as long as they feel you're letting them be who they are. And once you're not, you're gone.
Oh my goodness.
Leo gives in hopes to getting something they need: more attention, more love, more
life,
feeling important.
That's probably why I put so much effort into all my friends and my relationships, and they don't get it back because I'm a Leo. Where's the love?
Leo women are super dramatic in love in a weird way.
Oh, yep, extra as fuck. That is me. I am like the epitome of extra. Always have been, always will be. That's fine. I've accepted that. That's fine.
They attract partners that treat them like shit.
Yep.
Like they can't get away from it.
Yep.
It always starts the same way too. They'll meet this great guy who's all funny and boom, here comes the neglect and arguing.
Wow, yes.
Leo women pick these men who seem easygoing and the script gets flipped.
Woo.
Leo women are great to the people they love, but they take way too much because of it. Leo women really try to fight through shit for victory. Seriously?
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
Wow. So Leo, wow, that's crazy.
This is a read.
I'm
like feeling very...
Leo women often get sucked in by guys who are little sexually alluring and who boost her head up.
Oh my goodness.
Leo woman basically needs someone she can't walk all over, then she'll fall in love. She needs a challenge because she has to prove she's the baddest.
I feel like that's true
though. Leo women really get trapped by their ego. Once they learn they can serve their ego the best, they won't need someone else to boost them.
You know what I think it is? I think someone just needs to match my BDE.
Okay. That's big dick energy.
Oh, yeah. I have a horse cock energy. Like, massive. Julius, it's true.
That.
And I need someone who also has BDE.
Yeah, wow, horsecock energy. I like that.
HCE.
Leo, wow, they said Leo men aren't all bad.
That's true.
Just
you don't even have to read that because we do know.
Wow, this is a Leo woman. I've learned a lot about you. I like Leos.
We're the best.
Y'all aren't bad. Y'all not bad.
Yeah, I guess you're all right.
So we've discussed the past.
Yes.
We've discussed some future stuff as well.
Yeah.
So in your life right now, what is the Beyonce song that you can title us?
My present life Beyonce song would be School in Life, because I think although I had a rough, past, and I've gone through a lot of shit, I think that I am coming out on the other side pretty strong. I'm doing really, really cool things. I'm doing everything that I wished I ever wanted, like everything I ever wanted to do. And I think that that's basically like a kick in the face to whoever was trying to throw me curveballs in this life.
Okay.
But I did it. So, this is school in life. Who needs a degree when you're schooling life?
Who needs a degree when you're schooling life?
And that is that. Mic drop.
Okay, so wow, I just can't believe like we are here and I did this.
I'm so happy that you're here, Julius.
I just did not. I just did not. Wow. Thank you so much for this opportunity because I couldn't, like, I'm doing this right here, right now. Like, I'm interviewing you. Do you know how, like, prestigious you are?
No, I don't actually. I'm just me.
So, it's the last 30 minutes.
Here we go. My favorite part.
Unpopular opinions.
Here we go.
So we just want to give some hot takes or some unpopular opinions.
All right. You want to go first?
An unpopular opinion?
Yes.
All right. So my unpopular opinion is just learn to let go of people and things and objects and just everything. Like, you just must have to learn to let go. If you lose something, you can get it back.
That's a good idea.
Like,
because some people they really hold on to a lot of stuff.
They do, and I like tell people, listen, get over that person, let it go. Like, it's really okay.
See, I feel like I needed to learn that really early on. I always hold on to friendships, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, oh no, they'll be better, they'll change, it's okay.
You won't be friends forever.
And some friendships come with expiration dates, and that's okay.
All friendships have expiration dates because they're either it's a year from now, either 5, 10.
Do you watch Black Mirror?
Oh, of course.
Oh, you know that episode where they had...
I love that episode.
That's like the best episode this past season. And it reminds me of this conversation right now. I'm like, I just want to know like when the expiration date for some friendships are.
I don't know. I mean, in totality, it's going to be death.
Oh,
you know? But all friendships really don't last that long.
That's true.
And it's
a blessing when you do have friends that have been around for so long. Like, some of my best friends I've known since elementary school, and we're still good friends. And some people are like, oh yeah, I don't talk to anyone from elementary school or high school. I'm like, really? My best friends, my best friend in the whole world is, we've known each other since we were in diapers, and we just always keep finding our way back to each other. We just always been friends.
So your unpopular opinion?
My unpopular opinion is that we need to abolish all singing television shows.
No more
all singing competition shows. No The Four, no American Idol, no The Voice. We're done. We can't do it. They only focus on the judges. They don't focus on the contestants, and that's why the contestants don't do shit when they win.
You know
who was the last American Idol winner that did something? I want to know.
I don't know, but I hated Ruben Studdard winning.
Did you really? The Velvet Teddy Bear? I loved me some Ruben Studdard. I was so happy he won because I did not want Clay Aiken to win because I thought it was a given.
First off,
I thought he had it in the bag.
He was sorry for 2004.
I had Ruben Studdard's CD. Oh,
and it wasn't even the year 2004.
Fun fact, I had a signed Ruben Studdard laminated photo.
Throw it in the garbage because...
Oh, I don't think I have it anymore, but I had it and it was plastered on my door. I loved me some Ruben Studdard. He was
for $10 on eBay.
It's gone now. It's going for pennies. Not even. Exactly. Dust.
But I definitely agree on the singing competitions.
Let me find out. Okay.
Singing competitions are just freaking... everything's the same. Literally, everything
and
is the same.
I feel like ever since... American Idol was the only one that did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And as soon as Simon left and they started to put all these non-singing musicians as the judges, and they don't know how to judge talent, they just started focusing so much energy on the actual judges and not the contestants. And I think it was popularity. It was a disservice. Like, I'm sorry, but what is Jennifer Lopez going to tell you about singing?
Actually, she can't sing. She
Where?
can't dance.
She cannot.
She looks
sing.
good.
She looks good, and
That's
she's
it.
pretty, and that's the only reason they brought her on.
I'm
that show.
still Jenny from the Bronx. The Bronx.
No, we don't. Jennifer Lopez cannot tell you anything about singing.
Nah, but she
Simon
can.
Cowell can spot talent from a mile away.
Yeah, I do respect him.
And I miss him. As soon as they brought Ellen DeGeneres on, I knew that American Idol's goose was cooked. Because what is Ellen DeGeneres gonna do? Ellen DeGeneres was a judge on American Idol.
Nah, hell no.
Yes, she was.
That's horrible.
Yes, she was.
I love Ellen, but that's horrible.
Let's see. These are the winners of The Voice. And I've never heard of any of them except for Cassidy Pope because she was a singer before she won the competition.
Oh, see.
All the rest of them, I have no idea who they are.
That's weird.
Then the 4 is only 2 competitions in. The American Idol winners. We're going to see the American Idol winners.
Okay. Shout out to Fantasia. When I see you.
What was that song that she had? I never got over you.
Yeah.
Truth is,
yo,
I should have let you go. Oh my God. A bop.
Yo, Gucci, you know Gucci Mane hit that, right? That's when she couldn't read.
She still can't read.
Listen.
I saw a tweet once. Shout out to Kid Fury who wrote this because it still makes me laugh and it was years ago. It said like, I'm just as confused as something. He's like, I'm just as confused as Fantasia over alphabet soup. And I died. But here's who won American Idol. This is Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Ruben Studdard, David Cook, who is in Kinky Boots. That's how good he's doing.
All right.
Fantasia Barrino. Chris Allen, who played at Monmouth University in 2012.
Okay.
So that's how good he's doing.
Random fun fact.
Philip Phillips, who did that Olympic song.
No, not me.
Hold on.
Nope.
It'll all be clear. You don't remember that?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Jordan
want to.
Sparks, who just had a baby.
Jordan Sparks.
And she was with Sage the Gemini and Jason Derulo.
That is just so horrible. Jason Derulo.
And Sage the Gemini with red nose.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Like a red nose.
That was so weird. That's a weird combo. But not
Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks, I actually know of.
And the rest did not do anything. Candace Glover, Lita Wise, Caleb Johnson, Trent Harmon.
Yeah, I don't know them. But yeah.
Scotty McCreery, that's a country singer. I know him.
Yeah, let's ban all.
Like no more singing shows. They don't amplify the voices that wish to be heard because they're trying to get viewers because of the judges. Like the 4 has what's his face? DJ Khaled and Diddy and Megan. Like what? No. And then the new American Idol has Katy Perry. And I'm sorry, Katy Perry is another one who cannot tell you anything about singing.
Hold on now. Let's think
Katy
about
Perry?
Let's think.
Because she has all those like 12-year-old fans who will watch it because it's Katy Perry.
Let's think this over.
No.
She gave us fireworks.
But she was scream singing.
She gave
Baby, you're fire! Like, no.
Fire.
She wasn't singing. She was screaming.
Okay, now you're coming off as
the only person who can judge that competition is Lionel Richie. And you know he's only doing that because he has a paycheck. He needs a paycheck, I suppose. I don't know why. He's Lionel Richie.
Trust me.
He sure doesn't need a paycheck. I don't know why he's doing this. You know his daughter's like dating who's Scott Disick?
Who, Nicole?
No, Sophia.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay,
can you believe?
So weird.
It's really disheartening. But yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. No more singing shows. Let's stop it. Nip it in the bud.
I have another unpopular opinion.
Oh, you do?
Yes. My unpopular opinion is there's no such thing as hood. No, there's no such thing as hood there's no such thing as ghetto.
Why do you say that?
Okay. Remember when do-rags, like this whole do-rag fade is really, really old as fuck. Remember when you used to see dudes in do-rags like out on the street and your mama and them would say, ill, ghetto, or ill. Now everybody
it's like
has
in style because it supports the waves and
right.
protects the
waves why
and
is and then it used to be looked at as ghetto or hood. Now I'm seeing these little white boys wearing do-rags and stuff like that. When they use when they put braids, you know, like the black woman wear braids. Now white women want braids.
And they call them Bo Derek braids.
Exactly.
Oh,
right. And at first it was looked at as a ghetto. Now
ghetto until proven fashionable.
When they have the 40-ounce paper bags, you know, used to hide the paper. Why is there a bar that serves
40-ounce paper.
And they have
bags
40-ounce water bottles now. Like,
oof.
Nothing's hood, nothing's ghetto.
Yep.
It's hood and ghetto only because it's
on a certain person.
Like, that's so freaking
ghetto
whack.
until proven fashionable.
Yeah, so that's my unpopular opinion. Nothing's hood or ghetto. It's just black.
You're
it's just too black for you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I saw on my timeline that it was some girl said, you know, a drug dealer made this lunch, and it was just like, you know, like plastic bags in it. I'm like, dang, hood, that's creative, stupid.
Absolutely.
That's
and there's
whack.
like, I've seen a lot of things. It was like, you know, you're ghetto because like you have like a bag full of plastic bags or something. I'm like, no, it's just because you need garbage cans.
I use that for garbage cans.
You need garbage bags.
Right.
And you never know when you'll need a plastic bag.
So that's definitely my
Woo, child, the ghetto.
Woo, child, the ghetto. Shout out to Nene.
She said that a white fridge was ghetto, and I'm like, well, guess I'm ghetto then because I had a white fridge all my life.
So fridges are white for a reason.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we can't all get stainless steel fridges.
Exactly. You're not supposed to. No, actually, stainless steel.
And so many fingerprints.
Yeah, you got to look at the colors. Like when you see red, that means you are tentative to it. When you see green, that means you're like comfortable because you want to learn. So like stainless steel, like it doesn't make you want to eat that much. Mm-hmm. For like a white refrigerator, it sometimes makes you want to eat more. I know it makes you want to eat more than stainless steel.
That's a very interesting fact.
Yeah, like when you see different colors, it makes you want to react to something. It's like that's why the stoplights are green, yellow, and red. Mm-hmm. Green is like bright, so you know you're gonna go and it's like just smart. Green is a smart color. Yellow is like okay, let me
tone it down.
Let me like get mellow. Mm-hmm. That's why it's like a summer color. But red makes you want to react. That's why
red is such an angry color. I feel like red gets a bad rap.
And when you mix red and like not mix it together, but when you have red and blue together, and it makes you want to like it's just something that makes you want to just do something. That's why that's why a lot of advertisements, like most advertisements, are either black, white, or blue.
But blue is a very common color.
Yeah, blue is an extremely very common color.
I love the color blue.
Yeah, so that's definitely my unpopular opinion.
Nice. I love it.
Are we ready for some closing remarks?
Yeah, we're ready for the closing remarks.
All
this
right.
was fun.
So
it felt good to not research anything.
Instead of tweeting, Donald Trump should...
Oof. Oh, didn't he? He should go to jail because didn't he just say like, oh, we had the meeting to get dirt on Hillary Clinton, but it's like wasn't a big deal. But that's totally a big deal.
Listen,
that's treasonous.
Donald Trump is the new John Gotti.
Yes,
he's really untouchable.
It's so sad though because like everything he's doing is like really really bad. Really really bad.
I mean, it's extremely bad. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but. Like
he's not gonna get in trouble though.
What you got? Well, what people have to understand is a lot of presidents before Lincoln had slaves.
Oh yeah.
So you know what he's doing is horrible, but it's kind of not the worst. It's kind of not the worst. Like he didn't have slaves. Like,
but he also talks really badly about like people of other races all the time. And, like, it's not even a coincidence anymore.
Oh, yeah. Hate speech. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I love playing devil's advocate with Trump.
I suppose that's... I still don't.
I mean, I'd rather hate speech than you whip me with a whip. So I'm just saying.
I mean, I suppose.
I'm just saying.
But, yeah, I think instead of tweeting, he can definitely go to jail.
And I think instead of tweeting, he should be having sex with his wife.
Or do they even, like, hold hands? Not even.
I don't know, but I will knock Melania's boots right off.
Oh, my.
Yes. I will smoke her boots.
Did you see her trying a garden? It was embarrassing.
Nah, I'll pass.
She's like...
She's good to look at.
She just can't do anything.
That's it.
She's just so worthless.
She's good to look at.
Is she?
Yes.
Nah,
she can dress. She dressed better than her husband.
But she doesn't dress for the occasion.
Yo, what was the coat? What was it was a coat, right?
I really don't care, do you, or something?
Nah, that was horrible, bro.
I just can't defend her sort of behavior anymore.
Nah, it was horrible. So,
yay!
Thank you very much for tuning in. That's all for And Friends with Janae and Janae.
No! God damn. I know, the first time
because the first time, it was the first time we met, and I thought you said your name was that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Jaina.
Jaina with a J.
It's Jaina.
Yeah.
Jaina.
Jaina.
So that's all for And Friends with Jaina Jefferson. You can follow her on Twitter and Instagram at
JNA Jefferson.
Oh, I'm about to say,
and then
girl.
follow me on Twitter at JNA Jefferson as well.
Instagram,
and don't forget to follow the
Instagram is And Friends Podcast.
So I recall.
Don't forget to subscribe to the iTunes, the podcast app, and Google Play.
You can stay up to date
with new episodes
when they become available.
If you'd like to be a guest host on any show,
hit me up at andfriendsguest@gmail.com and we'll keep in touch.
Extremely thanks to
my guest host, Jaina Jefferson, for being perfect. Jaina, do you have anything to promote? Yes, I would love to promote my Instagram page. JNA Jefferson, follow that shit. And yeah, keep listening to the show. Thanks to Funny Julius.
Thank you.
Julius was a guest on the show a couple episodes
ago. Wait, actually,
ago.
It might not be Funny Julius when you hear this because I am going through a rebranding stage, but I'm just wanting to say that.
No.
Yeah, this like maybe like the third or fourth time I'm rebranding my life.
Okay,
hopefully
so
this
no
is the
more
last
Funny
one.
Julius. Julius Stukes.
Yes, Julius Stukes Jr. You can check out Hello White People on YouTube.
Love it.
I have a show. You can check out Regrants. You can check out my short film coming soon. And I'm acting in some stuff, a lot of stuff. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you for this opportunity. You don't know how big this is for me.
Is it really?
No, it is. Because you get so nervous when you interview people. And I'm a deep person. So like I tend to hit triggers with people.
You did a good job. It feels good also to be on the other side of the seat and not have to do research for a week. Which was good because I'm like, oh, I just got back from vacation. I'm like, this is a cute little episode, having
Thank
it be like
so
the
much.
birthday
Really,
episode.
really
So this was
you.
a lot of fun.
The
birthday episode.
I like that.
I think I might call that the birthday episode.
I like that.
Either that or Leo women suck. I don't know.
Or 25 and more.
25 and more. That's a good one. All right. Signing off.
Boom.
Bye.